Let's hope my son doesn't woke up. Nice. So let's also run TikTok and let's stream. So today we will actually talk about new stuff. I don't know, might be anything, so let's go. TikTok is not running correctly, so let's go like that. Just take off this application and this app from here. Hello TikTok nation, where are you? Alright, we are waiting for some viewers. Next is always the first guy. Let me actually check Twitch, as I also need Twitch. Am I muting this channel? Okay, nice. Oh wow. Oh, we probably need to go into affiliate onboarding. Nice. Alright, I will wait for you guys to join while I actually do something really quick. Enable Discord creation, change password. Why should I that? Alright, let's enable 2FA. Continue, and here we go. Password, verify. Alright, I think I need to do something very quickly. I think we are on the road to affiliate on Twitch just today, so I need to do something really quick. Oops. TikTok disconnected for sure. Now you guys back. Let me just make this a bit like that. Everyone, are you here? All right. 607. Nice. Oh man, I need to do a lot of stuff. Nice. Alright, I'm waiting for a few comments and then we can move forward. Weird. Alright, everything is active. So now we go to my channel. I think everything is good regarding this. Welcome everybody. I think Twitch actually just messaged me that I am affiliated, so that's good. So now we have the possibility to actually get the subscription button. Who knows? Maybe that works. Alright. Alright, we're back. Alright. Sorry guys, I had to reconnect and connect again. Yeah, I was lagging. But overall, I fixed that part, so sorry guys. Yeah, here we go again. If that happens, I will just remove my modem and throw it out the trash. Nice. Let me see. I think I was actually doing some configuration regarding Twitch. For some reason, they finally accepted the affiliation part, which is the disconnection of my account. Interesting. Let's see. Says we're working. Alright guys, are you here? You're back? Nice. Yeah, sorry, my internet, honestly, today is not the best day. But hopefully all is good. Nice. Alright. Hey Rev, hey everybody. Yeah, I was thinking about actually I'm alone at home. Basically, my wife actually traveled, so I need to take care of the baby, kinda, and I'm doing that full time. So it's gonna like it's going rough, and I need yeah to do my best, and hopefully the baby is gonna be okay. Next said that he thought that it's his connection. Honestly, I hate the place where I'm actually streaming from. It tends to actually do this problem a lot, and lately I've been really giving them a chance. But if they continue doing this, probably will change to fiber. I had fiber like with 2 gigs before, and now I hate it. Yeah, I hate this one. It's VDSL or V like fast DSL, which is not the best part of it all, and I need to change it. Cool. Let me actually gather again all these people that actually jumped away of the live stream. Let me go gather a flare so everybody can join again. Nice. How is everybody? You can comment, you let me know. What's that merge branch? I think there was a lot of merge stuff that I'm doing here. Yeah, it's just stupid thingy. Let me run Tmux because that's what I need to do right now. Yeah, I actually wanted to kind of talk about what to do next, like in terms of this app that we are actually building, because at this moment we are doing a lot of testing, building features and stuff like that. But the best feature that we should do, which is like building like a good maybe front end or a good design, is not there, right? So I'm thinking about it, and I'm thinking that maybe we are going the wrong way or the wrong path. We should actually go to the path where we make it as beautiful as possible. And yeah, let's see how that turns for us. And yeah, we go step by step. Yeah, I don't know. There's like this thingy that I just got a notification that affiliation application is done, but okay, so I need to apply for an affiliation on Twitch. I found one AI who did very good design for my website. What's that AI? Maybe you can share it with us. We can try it on live stream. That would be good. By the way, I'm talking to comments here and there and everywhere. So we have Twitch, we have YouTube, we have everyone actually who's logged here with us to actually oh, what a name. Banani AI. What the hell is that? All right, Banani AI. Let's do it. I mean, generate UIs with AI. Oh. Okay, is it free though? Let me try it. Probably. Yeah. So what we're gonna do right now is just that we're going to test this out. So let's go app. All right, so we are in Banani UI, which is a UI based problem. What's your role? I am a front-end engineering, other generate designs for new project and designs for this product, play with ideas with no specific. Okay, whatever. We are on web, right? What should we design? All right, we should design a web application, a web app that is about, okay, let me zoom in. White noises. Okay, does it provide the code, by the way? Let me actually pop up the chat so I can actually see this. I'll pull up the chat from Twitch though, so I can see it here. And yeah, that seems to be right. Okay, I'll just make it as small as possible so I can actually read. Okay. All right. Good. So this is it. And the guy said, can you check my GitHub? Yeah, I would. 1 second though. No code, just design. This is like an AI tool that gives you just designs, by the way, guys. So TikTok as well, it just gives you designs only. Is this PowerShell? Yeah. I was working on PowerShell, now we're working on Tmux basically. And that's it. Yeah, so let's try it out. Yeah, so we should design a web app that is about white noises. And first, home screen, you will have timer, or let me say a timer with a Pomodoro effect. A Pomodoro, that's how it is, right? Yeah. And a tabulation with what is it called? Like for me, like work slash pause, right? And then comes a to-do list input with the to-dos below next to it, and then all the white noise players next to each others. Let's see. It's for the web. Just something like that. Honestly, skip that for sure. I won't pay you. Banana UI is working. It's called bananas actually. All right. Hello, dude. You're really enjoying front end? I think I gave up. I didn't learn nothing, only JS. Did you fund backend? I actually don't understand your comment, but I understand your point of view. I think you are confused about backend, front end, and all of that. So if you want, yeah, just move forward with learning JS as much as you can, and yeah, do it as a. Oh, what did I do? Here you go. Oh, here you go. Wow, man. Wow, look at this, man. Holy shit. It's not bad, actually. It's not bad. Is that the bad thing about all of this is just me zooming in super much. Let me do that and zoom in. Oops. Let me do that and then. Oh, wow, come on. Zoom in just here. So this looks like very cool. How he put like the reset and the start over there. Click on play. Where is the play part? Oh, okay. So basically now you can play this. Ah, you just play with the toggles and shit. Nice, nice. I mean, this is really nice. Oh, it also actually put like this high priority thingy. You see that? That's really nice. It also gives you the possibility to edit and kind of do the to edit your stuff basically based on what you need and whatnot. That's epic. I like that. Very cool, actually. Very good. By the way, guys who are in on TikTok, we are actually also on Twitch. So if you want actually to go and follow me there, that would be nice. I will actually share with you the link tree. The link tree is where you will find everything about me. This is it. You can just go there and follow me on Twitch. Also, we have a Discord link. Hopefully the Discord link on the link tree still works. I want you to go there and join our Discord. We're trying to populate it, and I'm trying to kind of like give opinions there and maybe aid to anybody who wants help with JavaScript and whatever. But the thing is that I want from you guys is maybe I will discuss with you possibilities for us to actually learn something new. For example, what do you think about the idea that I will launch or maybe share with you every day, like a lead code problem, and we try to solve it together on a live stream? So every day on Discord, I will share like a lead code problem, and then you guys can solve it, and I will actually go through everything that you did, right? The name of this application actually is called App Banani or something, and I really like it. It's just epic. It does do a design for you if you need it, and here you go. This is actually what I want to do, like regarding my white noises. Though I don't like the color like that. Maybe I'll just do maybe is there like oh, look at this. This is very cool. Yeah, okay, I like this space grotesque. Okay. Is there like a possibility to do night mode for this? I want to actually see the night mode for all of this. Oh yeah. What link? The link for my application? Or yeah, okay. This is the application that we are doing actually design with. And here you go. That's it. I mean, I pasted it in the chat. You can go check it. It's really nice. Yeah. Cool. All right, let me check also Twitch. Oh, actually, our guy here shared with us a design for his application. Wow. Okay, so this is his application basically, and this is how the AI actually tried to design it for him. He's using kind of like the Chad CN approach, for, if I'm not gonna lie here. Tomorrow I have an interview with HR. Do they even ask technical question for the grad program? No, Lancer, they don't ask any HR, like the HRs. Honestly, they don't ask any, let's say, any technical problems. They might ask you actually what's your tech stack, and just for you to align with the next one. So basically how it goes like this. Let me just go like Excali draw this shit. All right, first of all, I actually right now did a video about Git on my TikTok, so you can go there and check it. It's a really nice one. You can go and learn a lot about what I know about TikTok, and I kind of like share the best of it, like how to really know TikTok very good. And yeah, I mean, that's really awesome. All right, what is the drawing app called? The drawing, this one here, where I'm drawing, is called Excalidro. Excalidro, or Exalidro, or whatever you wanna call the X. So here you go. Hey, thanks a lot. Send your regards from France. Or should I say, merci mon ami. All right, so what languages you're good at? I'm mostly backend and automation, but that's not languages. What do you mean? Like, yeah, Excalibur is actually free to extent. So basically, if I want to draw anything here on the while talking to you guys, I actually do it here. Yeah. All right. How can I say this in French though? Si je vais comment dire draw paint. Si je vais, no, I forgot that verb actually. Anyhow, when I check, I'm supposed to pay $7. What? I mean, maybe for the pro version. For me, I just have to use this one. Maybe I don't know. Maybe just make like an account and just try to actually do anything. Hey, from Singapore, nice. Everybody's actually here from everywhere in the world but Germany. No, I'm kidding. There's Germans in the chat. All right, let me read actually Twitch now because I need to see what they're talking about. Yeah, so the application that I was showing, the Banani AI, is actually just for design, so it doesn't provide code, right? And what did I want actually to dessiner? Yeah, I forgot that verb. Yeah. Next, I think I forgot all my French 7 years ago. The moment I actually started learning Russian. So my life was like Arabic, which is my hometown language, like home plus mother tongue, what we call. Actually, I'm getting better at writing with this. And then I learned French in school, but I was very bad student. Actually, I wasn't really good student at all. Like we have the system, grading system from 0 to 20. So if you get 10, that's what we call like 10 al-Hakam, which means like you are literally in between. And then how does it went? Like because this is actually a French system. I don't know if in France actually they still do that or not. And then actually I learned English. Actually, I learned English at a very, 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 very young age. I think it was, let me think, not even 9, not even 8, 7 years old, yeah. And even though I wasn't like from that kind of typical family where everybody actually was speaking English, or I'm like bourgeois or whatever, I'm literally got interested in it watching SpongeBob or something like that. Yeah, and then I want to learn German, and I learned it actually in school, but I forgot all of it. So I learned like to B1, I think, and I was really good at it. Now I forgot the whole thing. And then I moved to Russia and I learned Russian. It's like a really very much like a good resume for me when it comes to language, right? And Russian right now I speak it. I think C1 will be good, or maybe now I dropped to B2. I don't know. And then came German, and again, because I'm living in Germany now, and now I'm in B1 level again. So yeah. No. Bolt, by the way, does not share with you only design. It actually shares with you also the code. So be careful. It's just this Banana AI that I showed. It just shares you only the the design, which we wanted to kind of like learn something new. Like I was like, hey, what if we just learn how this application should be like? Yeah. Ken said, nice bro, why choose living in Russia? I actually had a scholarship that I lost while I was in basically studying for bachelor, and I wanted to do masters as well, but I lost my bachelor. Kinda, I lost the possibility to actually go for another bachelor or for a master because they said that yeah, there is a lot of comp sci students, and yeah, it was like really budgeted thingy or something. So if you want, you can pay for it, and if I continue in the same university, I will end up around like paying around 20k or something like that. I know still 20k is less than maybe US because you guys pay loads more. So I decided what is the next scholarship or what is the next place that I end up paying nothing basically. And Russia came up and I was like, yeah, why not? Hey Nicola, I saw your message and I'll check your project right now. So Nicola is actually making a password security assistant on GitHub, and this is like a place where we, where we can actually like there is a snap of my live stream where I actually check your GitHub repository or I check your resumes. So I want you actually to share with me links and share with me maybe if you have portfolios, because that would be really awesome. And for me also, I learn a lot from your stuff, so that's cool. Yeah. So here, I will read some of your comments. I have a hard time to design my project. Can I use this app to see how it looks like? Said the parser. Yeah, that's what I actually do. You can actually try it again like that, and it will give you the possibility to go like web or mobile. So for me, I chose web. I got a really good idea right now to do, but I might actually just go back. Where is it? Oh my gosh, did I lost it? No, here you go. I will go actually and try to design mine like this, exactly like this, with using this space Grotex or whatever. I like all these though, but seems like they found the best, the best fonts that might work for us. And here I like the old banana part of it. I think, is this a real color? Like old banana? What the hell is that? Whatever. Dragon fruit? No, I lie. I had that. I will do it old banana. I think this is the New Yorker from Chad CN, so we will try it also. All right, so we go back to our friend Nicola. He said, bro, check my last message. It was about actually the GitHub repo. So he's working actually with HTML. Oh, wait a second. He actually upgraded to what exactly? Let's check his package.json, React. So he upgraded to React. He's learning React. Yeah, he talked to last time that he's actually learned a lot about Git. That's good. So let me actually check his app.js. By the way, I think he's a newbie. I'm not sure, but even though that, we still look at his stuff. And here he has a state of an active tab. There's a password tool. Did you by any chance maybe host this application? No, not really, right? All right, let's go back here. So there's an active tabulation. There's a button for that. So the active tab is checker. Then active tab checker or active. Oh, wait a second. So this active tab checker function. Okay. Okay. So you either put it as active or not. Okay, I got it. Maybe this is not the best approach to do it. Maybe you wanted to kind of like do it false or true for like showing what you want to show, and not give it actually a random other string in the beginning. So here you can say active, not active, or something like that. I actually don't understand here what you're doing, but I think this is just a password checker with a password generator. And then a password strength checker, and then a password generator again. Yeah, and he used a bit of DeepSeek, he said. Okay, that's it. I mean, yeah, you have for sure a password generator component that we need to check. Let's check it. The password generator is here. So what you need also to learn is like maybe what you want to know in terms of how you split your code into really good folders. So let's say if, for example, you are working on a React app, you probably have a component folder, reusable components, main components, and then you will have probably your UI components on the side, every button, header, navbar, or something like that. So yeah, that's good. Let's check one of them. Okay, so here I'm thinking that he's using regex somewhere. He's just given the possibility that you use either this. Oh, okay. All right. You could have actually chose to have maybe a Zod adapter or something like that, and then you use hook forms for all of this, because this is very much too much to actually show there. Or if you are a newbie, you can use a user reducer, which help you a lot actually. A reducer hook is actually very good for you to switch between states and actually get and set stuff. Yeah, I saw some people comments here. I will go to all of them and read them, so no worries, just stick to the chat. And people, yeah, we are actually trying to push to 15k as soon as possible, so maybe if you can do that for me, I will be really happy. I'm talking about TikTok, by the way. And Nicola here, whom we are actually checking his code base, he's actually just new with all of this, and I think he's fine. I mean, what he's doing here with inputs, like checking the min and max, at least he learns about like the attributes and learns how to do an on change. When you work on inputs, try also to add an on blur there, so probably when you are actually blur out of the input, you can see stuff as well. So try to do everything as you are following somewhere else where you should, like, so maybe a senior developer that does something with on change or on blur a way that you don't understand it, so try to kind of like search it and know exactly what you're trying to do, or what anybody else is trying to do as a best practice, and copy paste it in your project, so you just get used to it, even though if you don't understand it as a junior. I'll give an example. Actually here in his app.js, he used this end operator, and I probably think that he doesn't even know what is that, but he used it. So that's really good. At least he copied this from DeepSeek. He didn't care about it, but this shows at least that he's learning, so why not? All right, so now we go to our friend there. He asked about a very good question actually about all right, you know what, let's do a small QA here. I know that my son actually is sleeping, but he will wake up at any given moment, so I would rather give you guys some time to actually adapt with me and maybe talk about any projects that you're working on at the moment. So Balkan Kiros said, after that I tried, okay, I think he did something on top that I didn't see. No. Okay, I tried landing an internship during the period of 4 years, but unlucky. Currently I'm at uni, plus working another niche with a little bit of programming. It's shop basically. What kind of shop is that? And now he's 23 at uni, and I feel lost, to be honest, because I don't think I leave my nerves at uni. Okay, no problem. I will actually try to answer everything from your comments. I'd really love to work as a programmer, but I find it difficult to land a job now as self-taught. I'd love your opinion, to be honest. You know what? Just share your tech stack first before I actually start talking. And also, maybe tell us what is your goal. Okay, maybe tell us what you want to achieve in your goal. Strength misspelled in file name. Oh, really? Did I do something? Okay. You mean here on this get repo? Yeah, probably. It's fine. I think English. Nicola, is English your name, your mother tongue? I think he's German as well from his name. I'm just guessing. What tools do I use? I use a lot of tools. I use Tmux, for example, on PowerShell. Right now we are working on NeoVim. I'm using actually also a good keyboard that I'm learning lately, and so on and so forth. Like every time I actually try to to build something new, right? And to also get something new from like the tech enthusiast online. Nice. Cool. You have earned a new emotes on Enable GFA. Oh, by the way, I learned some new emotes, by the way, for some reason on Twitch. By the way, I applied for the affiliate program, and I'm really excited about that. Yeah, so we have two Nicholas in the chat. That's nice. And one a Greek, and the other one, I'm not sure. He needs to comment if he's German or not. He's on the same time span as me. That's why I said maybe he's German, but I'm not sure. All right. Let me actually talk to you about how to do this part when you are actually lost, right? So I talk about this too much during my live stream because I actually know how it feels when you are a programmer and you don't know what is going on and why you have that imposter syndrome 24/7. So let me explain to you. Always we will start with a simple spectrum like this, and this is where you started, right? T equals 0 second. So the thing is about programming, you will always feel lost. Believe me, man, like if you actually think about this as a matter of experience, let's do this your experience points, right? You will always start flat, and that is totally fine. And even though if you actually start rising, which means that you are now learning probably framework or learning like, let's say JS very corely, you will go back again to actually flattening everything for at least a year, right? And this is where it's the most, what people call actually the tutorial hell, the TH. And this tutorial hell is very, 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 very bad. Why? Because you will feel literally that you're not learning anything at all cost. You open tutorials, you'll be like, what the hell is this? What kind of code is this? I don't understand anything, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I will just shut down my computer and move on, right? So I know the feeling, I know how it feels, and I've been there. So the thing is about all of this, that you need to know that at some point when you learn some new stuff or maybe basically do your first freelance job or whatever, you will start rising again, right? But the thing is about our friend here, he said his goal is to work on complex things, microcontrollers, but I learned web dev as I thought I'd land job easier. Actually, web dev might also get you into other branches, but web dev, if you ever start it, you will be always at web dev, right? So either this or that, right? And that's why I always share with you guys this roadmap SH thingy, because if you go to front end, you will go to front end bubble, and you will never go out of this. You're not gonna meet, I don't know, here, like, let's go PostgreSQL, you might meet it, but Android, you'll never meet like something like the intent filters, like for example, like this into like web dev or something like that. Or you'll never actually get into, I don't know, like OSCP, for example, Offensive Security Certified Professionals, for actually when you are learning web development. So get yourself straight, right? Get yourself literally a of like matching your skill set, or basically matching what you want in life with your skill set. So at some point, when I go back to Excalibur, you'll have the third marathon here when you are flat, at least at a junior position, or flat at maybe a middle position. Why is that? Because I feel as a developer, if you reach actually a job, if you find a job, and this is what I want actually to also highlight here, is that if the moment you find a job, then you don't talk about years and experience anymore. You don't talk about experience as it is like when you're not landing a job yet. Okay, let me explain that, what I mean by that. So before you land a job, you need to be inside a professional environment. The moment you are inside the professional environment, your learning curve is gonna be like this. It's not like that slow anymore. No. It's gonna be very, 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 very smooth and very like to the top. Why though? Because you are there with a team, so you are working probably different things. Like you learned Git, you learn, let's say, Azure or AWS, right? So you will learn a lot of stuff based on what other people are doing. You will learn also, I don't know, like Jira or whatever, or maybe you have GitLab or whatever like that. So you will actually, what I mean here probably is the point where you, I don't know how it's gonna be, is probably Scrum, basically what I meant, right? So Scrum will be basically here what you will learn instead of actually saying Jira, right? What else do you know? Like teams, plannings or something like that. Then you will have actually a good team and you can plan with them and work with them along the way. You can even learn how to talk, which is a really good skill also, because if you don't know how to actually basically explain yourself, then you will be always lost. Yeah, and so on and so forth. I mean, this is why I always say that please find a job first, even though as a junior, don't really hesitate to kind of start with your portfolio, start with like doing a lot of stuff when it comes to actually building your applications, because if you don't find a job, then there is a problem with your CV actually, or with your resume. And when I say there is a problem with your resume, I mean it literally, that nobody's looking at you because you don't have a good resume, right? All right. So what kind of shop are you working on? Is it, I don't understand what you mean there, but in terms of if I was yourself, I will just do it like this. So I will specify first 3 months to learn, right? Learn at home, like basically do maybe 4 hours plus per day, right? And then here what I'm gonna learn is just gonna literally like about learning, you're going to just master GS that much, master a framework like Tailwind, basically for CSS, right? Master a way to deploy your apps, probably Qualify, or maybe learn even like simple stuff like Nginx or Docker and stuff like that, right? And then always start like creating projects, do like 3 projects, and literally mock the same backends. Like literally mock the same backend. So your backend will be always like Node.js with maybe one model or 2 models, like 2 models via MongoDB or something like that, right? And then honestly, you will be really good. Yeah. What's React and why React? React is actually a framework. And why is that? Because I only do React at job. Quick question, what's the difference between master and main branch repo? Actually, there is no difference between master and main. I think GitHub, whenever you create a new repo, it will call it master, but people tend to also call it like main. So for me, oh, wait a second. Actually, when you create it on when you create it on GitHub, I think it will be main. Yeah. Yeah. So guy actually was like, React is a framework. Yeah, it is actually a library or framework. Just if you are actually stuck at that, I think you should revise yourself. The thing is that, yeah, it's just JS under the hood, and actually React is the closest to JavaScript as possible, because you are using the API functions to return like some JSX and stuff like that. So if you are using a Vue, for example, you probably lost more in JavaScript word than using React. Oh, Banana.io is $20 monthly for sure. Probably who built it. I mean, I don't reckon that. I don't think that it's far from maybe one person who created it and made it actually there as a SaaS, and he wants now to become rich because of that. How do you go through DOM manipulation and event listening? That's a really good part. I mean, I was actually discussing this here when I said learn GS. DOM will be the the base part of it. Yeah, the DOM manipulation, just use event listeners, or maybe on React use the user FX. No, I don't think JS is more svelte than React. You know why? Because the moment you actually create an input and then you add something else, like what is it called, like like to do I don't know, change function on Svelte, bind. Yeah, you moment they do bind on an input like that, just to add actually a function here. What is does bind exist on a real input? Doesn't. So this is not JS. This is kind of like extra stuff, right? So the moment you actually see things are simple. Okay, also about the state part and how you can move states and so on between scripts. That's something that you can do in JavaScript. That's correct. So in JavaScript, if you have a script here that contains a var, you can access, actually you can separate this by another script. What matters is this comes after this one, and then you can access that var again, which is fine. This is good. On the other hand, for React, you need actually to pass it as a prop. So you can say that React actually is more argument child to parent component based, and Svelte is just What should be this called? Maybe synchron synchron based. I don't know. What's the whiteboard app called? It's Excalibur. It's called. Yeah. Here you go. Nice. I mean, I might want to zoom in here because all my stuff looks so zoomed out. Okay. Is this grid layout used a lot in real app development or more Flexbox? I mean, both of them. I think that's a very good question, by the way. And yeah, I mean, that's a very actually good question. Let me actually, I thought that I popped up the chat here, but it's not working as intended. So I'll just refresh it. Yeah, I just did. Nice. So you guys on Twitch, who is in Twitch yet? Or did you guys left? I need to authorize something very quickly. Yeah, nice. Cool. Yeah, we are on Twitch, by the way, so you can go there and actually watch us as well. I think I didn't actually read that comment. Sorry about that. Let me go up. Apart from that, I do a salesperson sometimes, and inside the show. Okay. So he's a salesperson. All right. Then the only thing that will work for you, I think, is just to self-learn as much as you can and build as many projects as you can. That's it, man. Yeah. Oh, what's that? Employee tracker on GitHub? Yeah, the employee tracker is actually an application that I'm not building, but two other people who are, one of them is in the chat actually, are building, and we are trying to market that as soon as possible. It's like a employee goal tracker, so where you can actually go there and there's a dashboard, and that dashboard actually can be accessed by your manager. So your manager actually can put your tasks or basically goals into a system, right? And you can also have personal goals, right? But this is like more like Jira. So if you are actually on personal goals and you do, like, let's say 50-50 chance that you are going to achieve this by, let's say, 3 months, then you will get a badge, let's say, and stuff like that. And there is also hierarchy where people actually are set like this, and then you can see every team, what they are building or what they are working on and stuff like that in terms of goals. And then your manager can assign to you like some goals, and you can assign to yourself like some personal goals, and it goes like that. Yeah, it's kind of Breath HR clone, but guess what? It's gonna be free. Yeah, it's gonna be free, and everybody's gonna use it. I think maybe we can market it for a pro version, but I'm gonna work on it alone as well in the future if possible, and also if it goes sold or something like that, or if it has a future, then we basically can rehire the people who build it and make them work on it full time. That's a cool idea. And how the fuck did you do that? I mean, it's still not a good idea yet until we finish with it, but I think I can maybe show you something from it maybe in the future. But for now, let them build it, let them actually be confident with it, and then yeah. Rev said it's free and a lot of people will use it if you can make a lot of money. Like Figma was free and sold 40 billion. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. So Figma actually was free until it sold to Adobe. I didn't know that actually Figma is an Adobe. I work at Adobe and I didn't know that. Holy shit, I should actually go revise myself. I didn't know that Figma is actually from Adobe now. Really? Did they buy it? I don't know. Yeah, that's how much good I know my job. Now they charge membership. Yeah, for sure. Actually, I checked last few days like how much is Adobe net worth. Basically, the Adobe only the company net worth, and it's like around 500 billion. 500 billion, man. That's too much. Yeah, sure. I mean, some guy here said, hey, we can hop into a call and show me. Yeah, sure, I will show you everything. Yeah, we can. Please remind me, send me a private message on Discord right now, and I will make sure to check that. Cool. Guys, please, if you are actually new here, please go to my TikTok and follow, because I need that. We already have 40 new followers here, so that's nice. Some guy is named Really. By the way, I just posted like learn Git the easy way, I call this video, and people actually joined from that video while we are talking here. What is this question? Company waking up, what free really means? Actually, you know what? It's a lot of developers. I'll answer your question here. A lot of developers started like in a good cause. Like they said, hey, OpenAI will be free. Something like that. We will not charge anyone. Everybody should actually use AI for free. Like we should. Then the moment that ChatGPT came out, everybody actually marketed, and it became like really too much. Yeah. Anyhow, I think right now we can actually do something very quickly, like literally like work on something very quick. I want to ask you like a question though. What do you think if I just turn subscriptions on Twitch? Do people will subscribe? I don't know. Do you think my content is really good enough that people will subscribe? Probably. I don't know. I'm asking you, by the way. I want to hear from you guys. Yeah. I want to hear your ideas about my content. That's why probably we need right now. Actually, I got 2 ideas from this. Let me write them into the README file. So the first idea that I got from what we wrote right now is, actually let me do it like that, is to set a time, and to set a time for when to finish a to-do list. So for example, what we saw in Banana AI or whatever it's called is that some tasks are actually due to today or have priority, or yeah. So to set a time for when to finish a to-do plus plus add priority, basically. That's something that I want to do. And the second thing actually is just to use this space Grotex thingy. All right, so look at this space Grotex font. This is a really important thing to do. Actually, I think, as I like it, font to adapt into the app. Maybe we actually check what are the fonts that are from this space Grotex or whatever, and try to actually build them or use them into our application. Skeletons Weld kit is broken. I love it. What we are talking about here, are we switching to do use a proper task issue tracker? All right, Ananke, even though that your comments are sick, but let me actually take your take your feedback. Actually, we did that part, by the way. Task issue tracker. Use a proper task issue tracker. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not actually gonna like make it like that. Maybe I'm going to keep a track about the to-do list that you did and count them and make a graph out of them. So I will show you like a graph of how many things that you did nicely and so on and so forth, right? Yeah. Oh, Bongio is here from TikTok. That's nice. Everybody on TikTok, you can go and follow me on Twitch. I really appreciate it there. I want to actually build some community over there. What is this? This is my README file. So I'm actually setting goals about what to build next. And I think this is fine for now. Right now, let's actually go and maybe actually edit the navbar to actually look as similar as it is right now to to what I'm seeing right here. So yeah, the moment is that we're gonna do now. I'm actually going to, oh man, I'm on main. So let me just to update task lists. So just I will have that as a source of truth right now. And by the way, my GitHub is on my link tree, so you can go and check my link tree as well. Yep. So this is it. Yeah, here you go in the chat, and I will actually paste it also on Twitch, so people on Twitch as well can see it. Nice. So now we can go next. I just started on an Express. I never done a JS backend before. Oh wow, so you are a JS developer, by the way? Are you? That's a really good thing, because whenever I actually did that for the first time, I was like blown away, like how easy it is. Easy and hard at the same time if you are going to do like your own your own stupid what I call my own stupid GWT token approach for a passport JS config. It was really too much and I hated it, but it was simple. So yeah, it's sometimes simple, sometimes hard. I don't know what to say about it. Cool. Yeah, I saw you, Nicola, from Twitch. Yeah. All right, cool. Then let's run the hour is as if the application is running right now. Let me just open it and fill it here. So this is the application and how it looks right now. It looks sick, but not that good though, right? So I'm gonna do one thing here. I will actually interesting. I'll call this not white noise. What do you think we should call our the application though? Give me a name. Give me a cool name. I'm using NeoVim as an editor, by the way. Offloading auto to Auth0. Yeah, probably Auth0 will be better. But for me also, I wanted to learn like the GWT port. A dark version. Okay, so Berani can actually do that. But does it actually know what I asked it? I don't know. Yeah, here you go. Should I actually generate edit? Do also dark version? Oh, okay. Yeah, I got your point. So I just ask for edits. Nice. This is cool. I'm surprised that my son actually, he's 10 months years old, literally. He was not sleeping all day, and I was like, okay, what should I do to just make him sleep? And and just sleep for at least 3 hours so I can stream. I gave him like this formula that it's written in it, like he can get to sleep very fast and so on. So it might work actually. So this is not dark mode, by the way. So this is not dark mode actually. What is happening now? New section better? Ah. So this is screen 2 section. Do dark mode for the same app. Interesting. I don't know if that's even the section. Interesting. Oh man, did bad. Okay, you know what? I will try to. Oops. What do you mean by new section? Is it like what I chose there, or? Yeah, I'll just ask it the same question. Let me see here. Can I actually? Not really. Create a home screen for my white noise app with to-do list and Pomodoro on top with dark mode. Let's see, maybe now it will create something new though, but it might be actually to our like. Maybe we will like it even better. Nice. I used it only today, so I don't know. Yeah, it's fine, man. Like, it's trying at least. Interesting. You know what? What I might do actually is that I might start from zero, like doing the whole thing, but following how it was from the beginning, like following what it was before, like here. This one I like. So for example, we start from here. We do the logout button in here as next to this one here. And we try to actually make it a button like that without an icon maybe. George Ripe said, ram up with... I think I need to ban some accounts sometimes. Mute or enter live, yeah. Some people are actually spamming. Start over what exactly, George? Don't understand your question here. All right. Okay, so if I create any category, they'll create a new page. Ah, okay. Yeah, so they are now creating the screen there. But I like the design and how minimalistic it is, actually. No, I'm not gonna mute you, Jar. It's not you, it's just someone else in the chat that is talking about TikTok coins or whatever. Oof, this is actually really good also settings. Dark mode setting, you see. Yeah. Is that Bolt? No. This is Banani EI, it's called. I'll actually write it in the chat. There is a new alternative for Vercel and Netlify called Docploy and supports Docker Swarm. Nice. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you Dockerize your application, probably the last thing you will check is something like alternative for Vercel using Docker. Probably you know exactly how to do your own Nginx configuration. Yeah. So all will be easier for you at that point to actually do it yourself. No, it's not Replit, by the way. It's something totally else. This is Banani UI or AI. You can actually find it in just the comments above. Yeah, just go scroll up a bit and you will see it. Nice. Some people are commenting about the last video that I did. Nice. So is this Replit? No. What I'm gonna tell you exactly is this is like an AI tool that you just write and it creates you a design. So our design for application, this is the design that it created for us. This is the design for our application. So you see here like these basically yeah, whatever it's called now. These kind of noises that we have here that you can listen to. Actually, I don't remember if they're working. They are working, that's cool. So what we're going to do now is just try to get it as close as to this. Where is it now? I lost it. To this, right? And Sound Focus seems like to be a good name actually. So let's call it Sound Focus just because Banani AI said so. And that was actually when I was actually focusing on testing Coolify. So Sound Focus. Actually, I want also to create a new... Yeah, let me think about it. Sound Focus looks so good, actually. You know what? Let me just take off everything now from screen and try to actually introduce everything for our components. So in components.json, everything is actually set up correctly, but what we need to do is probably to go to post.css or maybe Tailwind config. Yeah, here you go. Interesting. Yeah, I was thinking that maybe we can do it over there, but I think not. Our index CSS is here. So this is for everything. And we probably want actually to maybe create a font over here, right? Or maybe a layer base of that font to apply to everything. Interesting. Let me actually search that out and see how that's done, because I have no idea actually. Yeah. What I'm gonna search is just how to add a new font to Tailwind CSS and use it in all of React app, right? I'm using Banani UI. It's literally a banana UI thingy. Yeah. Yeah, so what I got from here is something that I can add up to our I'm not sure, to our tailwind.config.css basically, but I might actually create it like that. Yes, I might do it like that. All right, let's do it. So I want to use the font is called, what is it called? I actually forgot. Let me open let me open my readme file here. What am I doing? Readme file. So we called it space Gotex font. All right. That's what I'm gonna get right now. I'm gonna get it, or maybe I can import it directly. I have no idea. So they say that there is one for it. Nice. So probably now we go to our index CSS, or we can actually go here. Is this our index CSS? Yes, it is. So we'll go on top. I don't know. Should I actually import it here? That's something that I have no idea about. Should I import it there? Add this to your global CSS file. That's what I got. That's nice. I mean, that looks not bad. How hard is JS? It's not hard when you get used to it, honestly. Yeah. Yeah. Taco said, bro, really is certain. Nice. A little harder than Python, but not bad. Yeah, correct. That's also, I can say it like that. So if you are learning, maybe you can start with Python to learn a bit about JS and then move on, right? How can I on Twitch just ban someone just for like that? A block? Yeah, let's do that. Better. All right, you guys on Twitch are still here? I cannot see any new comments though. Maybe because of me. I don't know. Yeah, it's fine. You still are there. All right, cool. Yeah, I was thinking actually to ask you a question. I don't know if you got it or not. Maybe I was lagging or whatever. I said if I actually change my Twitch streaming, my Twitch channel to subscription, with the subscription button, do you think that my content could be a content that people will subscribe to? I'm not sure, but I just wanted to ask. What my building is a white noise application. Right now we are trying actually to rewrite it into like a very good application, a very good, nice application. So yeah, after we download that, maybe we can move it. Interesting. Actually, you know what? Maybe I can actually download the whole thing, right? Interesting. Can I actually download it using might be that right now that we actually used it correctly, or what I want to do is probably to also download the whole thing like for fonts and use them later on, right? So inside public, basically, we can put fonts. So here, like font slash, yeah. And yeah, it doesn't actually like it like that, so I might actually just delete this part, and so we don't get any errors though. Nice. And I might actually go and download the whole thing, so I need just space Gotex TTF, and I need also to download it via via WeGet or something like that. No, I'm looking for that. Yeah, we need widget. Alternatively, actually, I think curl will work perfect, but why not we use this one? So I will just do ls or ld for directories, cd public monsieur, come on, public, and then I start tracks. I'll put it in fonts, right? And then here I'll just go widget all of this, and boom, here you go. We are connecting and downloading from GitHub to somewhere in Google Fonts GitHub. All right. So Google Font probably have the biggest repo ever with these all fonts actually somewhere stored. Did that work? Let me see. Okay, so source assets, not assets though, in public folder and fonts. Ooh, it happened though. Resolving, connected, not found. Why? All right, let me try to get them from Google then. TTF. Interesting. Probably there's some guy who put them somewhere that we can download them. Hey Khardin, I'm good. How are you? How are you doing? Trying actually to find them in Google Font or GitHub probably. So this is where he stores everything. The fonts are here, and I need the TTF part of it. So this is it, and then it's static ones, and these are the static ones. So let me actually get them one by one. If I can just go to the row part. Oh, if you go row, then it will just copy the link for that, maybe. Yeah. What I'm gonna do is just we get that link, right? See if that works. That perfectly works. If I go back to font, now I have the Space Gotex bold font there, you see? So now I'm gonna do the same for all of them. So the next ones are Space Gotex bold, and then we have light, right? And then we have what else? Medium and regular. So that's perfect. Medium and regular. Now we have our fonts there. Oh, there's a problem. Did I just write regular? I think I did, and this works. All right, cool. Now that we have that, we npm run dev our application again. It will restart the whole thing. Blah 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 blah, and then yes, we are good, right? Yeah. So now we have our fonts here downloaded, and they're there. So all good. Nice. Yeah. So have you worked with GSPDF library? Any advice on trying to generate invoices for post machine? Actually, it's really to the point. You either take a snapshot or a print of the screen and make it as a PDF, or you just kind of like add up some configuration for it, so you actually make it customizable, so you can choose what you turn into PDF and what not. Honestly, I didn't remember right now. I cannot reckon exactly what are the configuration that you need, but it's just a React package. You can just use it whenever and see how it works. Maybe you can also share your repo on my Discord, yeah, and we can take a look together. Thanks, Rev, for your opinion about the subscription part. That's amazing. Yeah. Why is the index in the root? Oh, I also said that because it's a Vite app, and the new Vite actually requires you to do it there. It's not like Create React app, though. I also feel like it's strange. It should be outside, right? Oh, Dyn Auto Handle. How was your interview from a couple of days ago? Did you get the job? By the way, let me remember your name. Alan, right? Alan. Let me remember. I should have forgot your surname, though. Tell me your surname again. Nice. Let me think. Or maybe you don't, because I have a lot of people in the chat. But yeah, I actually didn't find you on LinkedIn. Yeah, Berberovic. Yeah. You're from Balkans or somewhere, right? Yeah, you're Croatian. You're Croatian, something like that. Yeah, you told me. Nice. But you live in Germany as well, right? Yeah, cool. Alan, I can remember. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Let me check, actually, because I didn't find you. Maybe I did. I don't know. Alan. Oh, that's the funny part, that I don't find a lot of people. Unless you don't type your name with double L there, right? Not double L. All right. I don't know. I don't seem to find you, even though that we connected. What's wrong with this 4K guy? 4K 6XP. What is wrong with you? He's just weird. Oh God. Oh, weird. What is weird? You need to add some more stuff on Twitch, like pop-ups when someone follows. I should. I actually forgot about that totally. I have it on YouTube though. I don't know why, but my YouTube is the main one here. Yeah, that's correct. Funny pop-up to speech. Yeah, I will do that part. Yeah, I will do it. I will do everything, so don't worry. But hopefully no people actually write anything negative. Animals on Steam. Oh, it's so funny. I think he can also share the chat on TikTok of the screen. Yeah, true, but I still didn't do a lot of stuff. Yeah. Animals on Steam. What do you mean animals on Steam, though? So we watch what they say. I don't get it. Or maybe you are actually trying to write something else somewhere and you just wrote it here. Nice. Yeah. He wanted to Google something. He ended up writing it in the chat. That's epic. Nice, man. Cool. So yeah. All right, Alan. So I will tell you how it went. So the first thing I might actually, let me check. Alan. Oh yeah, now I accepted. All right, I see you now. I see you. Yeah. Cool. You are at Innovadev. Nice. All right, cool. What should do next? What should I do next? Yeah, so I will talk about this interview that I had, okay? And then just briefly for you guys who weren't here, so they know also how it was. So I'll share my screen very quickly. Yeah. So the interview was like this, exactly like this, all right? So there was an input on top, right? This input, you will search for a keyword, right? So this input needs a state, right? This is a stateful, basically, input, where if you do an on change, on blur, everything, that's basically state updates, right? And then the second thing though is like a very big what we call text area, right? Where you actually type, also this is stateful, right? Where you actually type the text that you want to search this keyword in, right? So this keyword will be in this text that you write. Let's say, for example, you type here lorem, right? And then you start here this word with Epsom and you do no lorem at all, right? but then you end up to do lorem afterwards, this should still trigger the stronging of this keyword even after, right? So here you go. Then you will have the output over here of the stronged keyword on a text. So basically, if you do, as I said, ipsum blah 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 blah, when it's lorem, it will get switched by a strong tag like this, and also here it will get switched, like it will get surrounded by both strong tags, right? So that's it. I mean, I think it's to the point, right? You want to add this on your stream in the future? Stream avatar, what is this? Oh, okay. This is something that makes like the stream customizable basically. And that's a really good thing actually. Thanks for sharing. I will actually do it. It's called stream avatars. This is awesome. So everybody in the chat can be there, right? Awesome. This looks good. Hopefully this goes well actually. I mean, on TikTok it's going well. I'm actually monetized now on TikTok, which means that I have kind of money when people watch, but it's very bad money, like let's say cents in terms of instead of euros. So you gain like small amounts sometimes here and there. But on Twitch I need to kind of like the subscription part works perfectly, so I become affiliated. So then I will just use this kind of stuff. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Yeah, so it actually is a very kind of like very smart thing to do. So basically, if you have another lorem here, it needs to be stronged as well. Yeah, live coding, by the way. Live coding without like without looking at ChatGPT or whatever. So what I ended up doing, this is the funny part though, is that you have the state, then you have the highlighted text input and stuff like that. You pass to the highlight input that text, that prop, right, of search, right? And that search prop will be highlighted in the text. But now what you need to use is not another state to highlight. You need to use like a derivative state, what we call derivative state, which means that you're going to get your text from this highlight text. What I did is just text.map, right? But I mapped what? I mapped the text.splice of my keyword. So whenever I find my keyword, I just inject it without deleting, because the splice actually deletes. Let's say I found the first word in the index of 0 is my search keyword. I will just do there, go into that index, and I will delete nothing, but I will insert it as a strong again. But the problem here is that when you insert like this, this will be exactly as it is. Like you will input the text as strong dash something something. So you need to import this as a GSX element. And that is the trick, right? So when you switch it into a GSX element, then it will show strong and not actually will take it literally, right? I don't know if this is kind of understandable or not. Yeah. Where are you from, bro? Here is 8:45 in the morning. Probably you're in Asia somewhere, right? I'm from Germany, and here it's nearly 2 a.m. Yes, Aaron. Yeah, it's checking the search state and the paragraph you type. Also you type, yes. Did you get it working on the interview? Yeah, I got it working, and the guy was actually very surprised, because I was like this. I entered literally Excalibur. I was like, hey, this is the machine that we're going to do. This is your input. This is the output. Please define the output over here, right? And I just put the output and shared with him the link, so he can literally share the session link, so he can do it with me, right? And he defined the output, and I'm looking here about the inputs, and I defined my input. And then I went, now we are going to code. I said, all right, let's do it. And now we are going to split this into input component and output component. Now the output component needs to take the search text, and then the search text needs to go here, and actually we define it. So let's say, for example, you're gonna use array methods, array API methods. Let's think about a reducer, right? Before we go into reducer, let's split that text, right? Let's split that text with our keyword, because then if you split with the keyword, right, let's say this is your key word, then you will have always the text that is not where your keyword is. So this text, then another text, but you know exactly that your keyword is in between, right? So in order for you to do this, you either do a reducer, or let me show you something better. You know, that Splice, and this is where I shined, kinda usually is there for deleting, but it's not only for deleting. I can now make it 0, 0, or maybe the index of where I have this emptiness here. That will be the IDX that I want to insert it in. And here I will just put the keyword, not as a string, but as a GSX dot component or element. Yeah. And I was like, okay, if you do it now, I will show you. It didn't work in the beginning because I actually messed up my code. But then it took me 30 minutes to do this. Yeah. 30 minutes with talking and like asking him questions. Are you happy with this? Happy with that? He told me, yeah, good. You did it. And I was like, yeah, I did it. And then came up like very good questions. I don't know how, but he asked me, if you have a project and you have accessibility to AI, will literally as if he's watching our stream, will AI replace you? This is how he did, replace you, or be on your side, right? And he started to give me like the pitch here, like, all right, so what to choose, right? And I'm like, what do you mean what to choose? I think it's always gonna be on my side, because I know, and I went and branched it out into like small points, right? I said, hey, I think if I actually turn it into small points, I say, hey, I will get my code from ChatGPT, let's say, right? How can I go to chat? Whatever, Claude AI or whatever. And then I will debug, and this is the problem where if it's a big thing, then I won't do it, because I know that I will take me to debug more than to code. And then after debugging, I will understand, I will communicate, and then I will implement something like that, right? On the other hand, if you think that it's gonna replace me, I think also there's a possibility that might replace me with 100%. I don't care if it replaces me there. I'm really happy to. And the simple thing is regex and so on and so forth, right? So he was actually really interested. I think I aced it. It's just that they probably will need around 2 weeks to come back to me. Yeah. Kinda. I think so, yeah. So I did this, kinda, and he was like, yeah. Very good answer, very good answer. I tend to talk a lot sometimes in interview just to lose them time, to make them lose time, so they don't ask me complicated questions. And that's actually a good thing to do. Yeah. Tomorrow I work at 9 a.m. Actually, tomorrow I have a wellness day, which means that I don't work. So that's why I'm late. Oh no, I'm too late. Now it's not from zero anymore. What is this girl saying here? All right. So what is not from zero anymore? But you haven't vibe coded with cursor yet. It's Googling to replace you, sarcasm. I mean, yeah, I got your point, father of four. Welcome to the chat. I saw you before, so welcome. I'm really happy sometimes to see the similar faces, like people who are here from time to time. Yeah. Please, Alan, if you have anything to like literally for me to go to Adobe and say fuck off and just resign, please let me know. Because honestly, I will tell you, okay, this interview, by the way, it was with a company with DB, you know, DB Bahn. So basically with Deutsche Bahn, it's a very known company in Germany, right? But I also had another Adobe interview, and fucking hell, man, fucking hell. So this guy, I feel bad even when I think about it. it's kind of like he's the manager of engineering, but he doesn't code. This looked like Xcode, so as if he codes. He doesn't code, right? So for me here is like error fatal, what we say in France, like error fatal, like that, like 404, 404. How the fuck? Like he doesn't code. Again, he doesn't code. So I was like, okay. So what he's gonna ask me? He told me. So this interview was 2 hours of my time, 2 fucking hours. And he told me, look, you will have 2 technical interviews later. 2 technical. One is 2 hours. One is 1.5 hours. So I don't know what they will do me here, basically. And this is not even a heavy engineering job, right? Thomas, I'm not like, I'm not French, but I studied French a lot and I know some keywords because I studied all my senior school or basically high school in French. So that's why sometimes I remember words like error cats on cat, and sometimes I remember like stuff like I studied with Pascal or something like that, like with old Java notions. Like till now I still say like racine de deux or something like that, like 2 à la puissance carrée de blah 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 blah. Like I still talk in numbers in French. Like last time I told my friend, did you ever drove Peugeot 306 or something like that? So basically for me it's like cars, you cannot say anything else. I have a BMW 330e and I call it BMW, which is German, and then I say 330e, and then is not here. So for me, if I study something here, I always have it in my mind like that. So I studied numbers in French and it stayed with me all my life. Funny story, yeah. Yeah, so let me continue here, right? So this guy told me that he's a manager of engineering, he doesn't code, but then I need 2 technical interviews, one 2 hours, the other one is 1.5 hour, and then I will have HR, what do you like, what do they call, discipline interviews or something like that? I mean, what are you disciplining me for, you know? I was like, okay, fuck this shit. I mean, I might go for it, but they might actually not pay me as I need to, because I checked in Adobe we have 6 level of seniority, 6, right? And let's think about it like this: you're a junior here, so you're P10, right? Then P20 is like when your manager says, oh, we will give you a raise, it's like 100 euros, but you're still a junior, right? You are P20. So think about it like this: P20 is there, P40, you're still middle, and you passed by P30. So this is probably another 4 years of your life. And then to become a senior, you need P50 to P60, right? And then you pass to manager and so on. So what the hell? Like I will need probably 10 years to become there, to go there. Yeah. So yeah, for me here, I was like, where am I? And they told me, oh, we are hiring you for the P30. I mean, seriously, guys? Like, are you serious? Yeah. So for me here, I was like, fuck it. I think that I will at some point just reject that. Hey, ZXZ, what's up? How's it going there? I know that it's rough a couple of last days, but hopefully you're okay. My Google was 6 interviews, 1 screening, 3 tech, 1 system design, 1 behavioral. Terrible. And how did you do on that? Father of War, how was it? I never agreed to interviews in which I have to solve their tech problems. Actually, Alan, I am there. I am in your position right now. Oh, I didn't see on Twitch, but some guy said good night, mate. Wish you all the best, honestly. Tomorrow he works at 9, so wish him all the best. All right, Fast API and React.js is hard to learn. Not really. React.js is just React. So just do React, learn it as much as you can, and then think as much as you can with Fast API to make things easier for your backend or frontend or whatever. Nice. So what was your Fast API app about? Oops, inactivity detected. This is every 1 hour and 30 minutes. I get this kind of inactivity part that I need to check, so TikTok knows that I'm not a robot somehow. Oh, cool. Mental health track journaling. That's an amazing idea. Cool. Good, man. And I was in Ramadan during all of this, so you know Ramadan, we don't drink and eat, we are fasting basically. It was kind of crazy, but I hope this guy's here, the AI part here that he asked me, and this highlight text part will work perfectly, because honestly if it works then I have at least, I don't know, can I ask you guys what is like the senior level interview questions like that you get into your interviews basically? Yeah, what is like the most senior question that you ever got? Not basically technically, but I think technically is fine, but what about, yeah, what about for example like tricky questions? Next program said, are you a Muslim? Yeah, I am Muslim actually. I am Muslim, father to son, son to father, father to me, to my son. So it's a really long period of people. And yeah, I'm a Muslim, yeah. It's kind of weird. But actually, lately I opened like reading about what Muslim did in the engineering field. And actually it might surprise you that we actually started by inventing numbers and we completed until like developing cameras and building cameras, which was actually really nice. I knew that the camera part, it's called qumra in Arabic, which means the dark room, and that's why in the camera there's actually a dark room, like in your eyes as well. There's like a dark spot where it actually reflects light via axis, like flipping the axis, and it was really nice to know all of this. Oh, how do you handle obligation in the team? Oh, yeah, they asked me once that question. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, that's a good question. What major were you back in college, sir? I was actually a mathematical modeling major, which is a bachelor. I did math, basically pure math. And then I did comp sci, basically computer science. I didn't get the position, but it was for software engineering 2 YouTube team. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Should I tell you something very funny about Google? Google Maps, right? You know, in Google Maps, when you zoom in or zoom out, you don't see certain icons, right? So for Google Maps, they have 2 teams, one for zoom in and one for zoom out. Why? Because the zoom in guys are probably when you are doing itinerary, or what do you call it, like when you are actually going from place to another, so they need to actually disable restaurants from your screen, disable things that makes you distracted, like disable everything distracting part, disable also maybe, I don't know, like street names, right, and stuff like that, so you only see like the path and stuff like that. Then the zoom out one is actually at certain point they just start showing you all these icons on the streets and on the restaurants and all the stuff that they know that you are not distracted by them, so you're not actually in the itinerary mode where you are actually going from A to B, right? And this for me was very funny because they were doing a lot of conflicts between each other, and sometimes you actually find something that is distracting in your screen. I knew this because I worked once on cars, and we had to actually ask if there are multiple senior devs who can't agree on a solution, how do you handle it? Yeah, over steak, I said. Actually, something like that. But what do you answer like that? Maybe you can share with us, Alan, because honestly, that's a really good thing for me to know. Yeah. Yeah, next program. Yeah, it is the Islamic Golden Age. That's correct. Yeah, really cool stuff. It is. It is the best kind of stuff. Yeah. So I would like now to get your answers for that, so then I can restore them. Yeah, I can make like small videos out of them, so we can actually share it in our TikTok page. Nice. Yeah, I also had a software engineering job interview at Wikipedia or Wikimedia Foundation. Wikimedia Foundation is Wikipedia's foundation for helping people in Africa, something like that, right? And I had a million interview and then ended up getting rejected. I don't know why, but they told like I got rejected after my behavioral one. I don't know why. Maybe I said something wrong or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, to consult AI, that's something that you also can do. Elias said vibe coding. Everybody's talking about this vibe coding. I even did a video about it. I discussed it with the chat once, and the video made 3,000 views, which is cool. Nice, actually. People are actually into watching videos like this. Yeah. And you know what is the best videos that I make in my channel is the interview questions videos. People like to know. There is the right answer, and then there is answer they want to hear. Okay, what is the both answers then? Now I will wait for your answers. Yeah. What framework do I use? In my job, I use a React. Yeah. I'm actually concerned in learning something else, but concerned to learn something else, but not right now. Maybe in the future, maybe in 1 year. Have you seen the GDs? Job descriptions for a vibe coding position? It's kind of crazy. Can you share one? All right. Maybe there is like a vibe coding. Okay, find your next AI-based coding job. Okay, so there is actually vibe coders. Domo Technology, vibe coding, AI engineer. Look at the salary, man. San Francisco, full-time, 3 years experience. But how? How are you 3 years experience vibe coder? The term is just 1 month ago, right? Yeah, I did Express, by the way, on this. I feel like this is a spam or something like that. Yeah. We will flip a context. Nice. Do you prefer Next.js or React? I do prefer Next.js, honestly. Yeah. We ship new features for our products daily, solve deep product problems. What? Solve deep product knowledge, like how to collect more money with a voice AI agent. That doesn't make any sense. Figure out how to scale our infrastructure to handle millions of monthly calls. This is like an architectural position, like, but it's called the vibe coder. Onboard customs to talk to them daily. Stress test AI. What stress test AI agents? Your onboarding will be making collection calls. What? At least 50% of the code you write right now will be done by AI. Vibe coding experience is non-negotiable. Holy shit. Once I saw said you were forbidden from intervening in the coding solution if not AI driven answer. Okay, so so if you're not AI that told you an answer, you cannot actually do it. Chat, is this real? It is. It is. Actually, it's a job. It's called vibe coder. Let me check. Oh, look at this. Vibe coding. Vibe coder, front-end developer. jam with AI like Cursor, Bolt, and Windsurfer to build custom web application from scratch. Think frontend and Razzle and backends. So these guys basically, they start every day like a coding scratch app or whatever from scratch. Prompt your way to MVP. Describe what you want in natural language using a range of LLMs, Claude, ChatGPT, and Grok. What's your opinion on TypeScript rewrite on Golang? I think it's fine. I think whenever it's used heavily, I will actually try it and maybe make some videos about it. Create responsive and intuitive web experiences that feel alive using AI to handle the heavy lifting, code generation, debugging, and optimization. Collaborating with designers and product teams to translate vibes, aka concepts, into fully functional digital products. Experiment with AI workflows to push the boundaries of what's possible. What you are, okay? A vibe driven. It's not a code driven anymore, right? A vibe driven developer. Look at this. With 5 to 15 months experience. At least this is nice. Yeah, you could be a vibe developer using ChatGPT 2 years ago. A pro at vibe coding. Comfortable with modern web stack like JavaScript. But what is the premise now about this? ChatGPT driven development. That's really scary, man. I really don't like this. Yeah. Bonus vibes. Experience with Vue. Bonus vibe. I mean, now I like it even more. Like the wordings that they are using is really very marketing driven. Like bonus vibes, vibe coder, viber, vibe driven. Or maybe they can say it like vibe script in the future instead of JavaScript. Nice to haves. Comfort with Git and a love for clean maintainable code even when AI starts the party. I think I have a friend of mine that might love this actually. I will share it with him. We are doomed. What's next, Lil Coder? Lit Coder, yeah. 3 years of goodbye. That's really good stuff actually, guys. Yeah, I think that would be amazing actually. Yeah. Lots of MVPs, maybe, but it sounds like vibe coder careers. Okay, man. I mean, the salaries now are not making sense. $5 to $15 per hour. oh, look at this. 100 plus K. Remote Americas. All right, I don't know now if I actually need to believe these guys, but master vibe coder. This seems like intriguing for me. Let's check it. Oh man, I hate Cloudflare. Pop. All right, 3 weeks ago, looking for a master at vibe coding with Cursor engine. By the way, guys, isn't actually Cursor meant to be free, right? So why is this? Let me just inspect this. Isn't actually Cursor meant to be free? So why actually is it not, right? Should we do display none? Yeah, now we got rid of it and we continue. So looking for someone who's an expert at vibe coding on Cursor, right? Wow, I dislike Cursor. Isn't Cursor actually meant to be for free? Then I tried actually to code with it not so long ago, and it told me that if you want to use 3.7s on it, then you need to pay. Father by Four said, job requires for you to listen to Beach Boys' Good Vibration on repeat. Well, why not? intern plus vibe coder equal crazy. I actually think that we have a vibe coder in our company. I work with SFC also, which is a company that builds batteries from scratch and whatever. And we hired some guy. The moment he signed the contract, I started to kind of like feel scared because I just knew. He told me a story. Basically, look, I know that you are having a job. I know that you need KPIs and blah, blah, blah. But sometimes you have this case that you want to help people. This guy basically worked at McDonald's and he had a problem even with his foot because he's standing too much, and his parents sent him from Egypt, so he's also Arab like me, and he's trying his best to find a job to get paid at least that 1,000 euros a month or whatever to actually pay for his rent and to live really good as a student, basically. So I was like, okay, I like this guy. I might actually give him a chance because I was the guy who interviewed him, and I was like, let me just give him a chance, right? But in my heart, I was like, I'm giving him a chance, but I hate that he might be a hurdle more than a boost for me. So at some point when he joins, he will come here and be like, hey, how to do this, how to do this, how to do this. So I will become actually having a lot of problems instead of actually boosting myself. So the guy came up, and honestly, I don't regret. Let me tell you like this: I don't regret right now even a 0% like regret that I have. I have no regret about hiring him. He actually became like boosted. Like for somehow he boosted himself. Very cool. And yeah, he started using AI heavily. So I gave him a task. He went there. He used it at 100% AI. Came back and he said, hey, I like CSS. Okay, are you using CSS with AI? He said yes. Okay, use then the CSS with your AI, which is ChatGPT at the time, and at least debug it. He said okay. Then we had a task where we are going to build a date picker. A date picker, we have a date range picker and a date picker selector. So an input date picker once or two of them into one, and then you can open a date picker that is bigger, and then you select the range. This guy went, sit down with ChatGPT, actually told ChatGPT like this: go to ChatCN, copy all the styles, give them to me, explain them to me, and let me implement them into ours. The moment he actually did the PR, I'm seeing scripts and CSS stuff that I never understood before and I never saw before. But then when I clicked npm run dev, I see exactly one-to-one the ChatGPT did his job, and it became like a one-to-one ChatCN component that we own internally in the app. And I was like, wow, all the features are there. Generations of months, for example, if you want to see 3 months ranges, 4 months ranges, or 1 month range or whatever. He implemented everything. I asked him, do you understand this? He said, yeah, I can edit it. So then I gave him that part of the application where whenever I have a styling problem, I will call him. This guy in 6 months now or whatever he's with us, he became literally CSS beast. Honestly, on Tailwind, on styled component, he worked with it. And honestly, I don't regret at all hiring him. I think he's gonna be a really good developer if he continues like this. He started as a vibe coder, but then he changed his way into it, right? That's it. That's the story. What do you think? Yeah. So what the fuck you mean supposed to be free? Are these models free? Cursor the app is free. Oh, the Cursor the app is free, but the models, I thought that they will have their own model that will be free. So Brian, that's what I meant. Yeah, you have to pay for the AI, so that's bad. Then Cursor is not free for me then. So why should I not use Visual Studio Code with Copilot and I pay $9 a month and that's it? Yeah, using ChatGPT at work is okay actually. Is totally okay. Everybody, whenever I turn, I see ChatGPT or DeepSeek or whatever. You mean supposed to be free? Are these models free? Cursor, yeah. These are limited request numbers for free. Then you need to pay $20 a month. That's too much. Yeah, Cursor is kind of like a wrapper for Claude. That's correct. If it's local, it's probably free. Otherwise, you pay for computer power. I'm still looking for a solution for models to not be yes, you're right, assistant. yeah, where a model can negotiate with you. I think Claude can be good in there, but you also need to pay for it. You need to get the O4 model or something like that, the high computing system, or DeepSeek with O1 or something like that. DeepSeek, I don't like their UI though. If they hire me, I will make it better. But the thing is that it's still like open source, and I love that part of it. So people probably will update it. Some guy who's cracked will go there and update it with the best kind of thingy. All right. So here must know how to set cursor rules. So by the way, this is a part of Cursor when you go and actually set cursor rules. By the way, when Alan said, I wish that I find an LLM that says that not actually assist you as his master or whatever, there's a possibility for you to go, and there is a JSON file where you program it to be actually helpful when it comes to accessing your requests and trying to actually counter them with ideas that are better probably, and that would be good. Yeah. Full stack Express, React, Postgres, and how can I use ChatGPT? I mean, for you to use ChatGPT instead in an application where you use Postgres and all of these, you will probably do like me when I build this application. Hey, how can I write this schema to make this enum? Blah, blah, blah. How can I write this a GWT token thingy with the correct things? So I remember the bcrypt configuration. I didn't know what to use. So there is bcrypt that is expires at or expires in. So I wrote expires at. Some people said, yeah, it's wrong. So I asked ChatGPT, hey, what is it? Expires at or expires in? He said expires in. I changed it. So that's it. Yeah, there is autocomplete in NeoVim, by the way. I'm using lazy NVim, and you can do it like that. Yeah, I hate that. Also, it's like they are yes man. Correct. All right, so here you need actually to use push pull to get. This is dumb, man. What is this? At least get knowledge, right? Fully submit app to App Store. What? Okay. Here, ChatGPT will probably help you with the steps. I don't know how to submit an app to the App Store. Probably will tell you, hey, go buy the developer, blah, blah, blah. Go buy this. You have to pay for the AI. Next program on Twitch said you should pay 100% for the AI for Cursor. How people create full stack apps before ChatGPT was added. Oh man, come on. People studied that every day and they did that. Stack Overflow, Google, yeah, all of that. Yeah, ZXZ is like, yeah. Yeah, I actually get it. I imagine me in 30 years talking to my son who's 30 by then. He's still even not 1 year old. And he will tell me, how did you spend like hours building this? It could be built in 2 seconds because some guy in Russia built like some, I don't know, LLM that runs on your micro USB and does the job for you and moves your mouse and something like that. For sure. You will think about it as if it is weird, but overall, I think at some point we will have our own LLMs on our computers. You know, when Siri was made, when actually not Siri, there was this Windows one called Karina or whatever his name is, was made, that you can ask, hey, what is the weather today? And she will tell you. And then Android, for sure, like the Japanese and the Chinese are cracked. They went and made Android actually listen to what you want, and actually, if you say good morning Android or something like that, it will start giving you news of today. So it was one of the best things that I ever had with an Android phone. I wake up, say good morning, and it starts to tell me everything about the city that I'm living in. Hey, a car crash happened on your way to work, please be aware, blah blah blah. Trump today did this and did that. It was in 2016 to 2020 when Trump was in his first time as a president. It was really funny. Like, that's how I actually kept knowing a lot of news. But then computers started to come with this for free, basically. And computers started to be like, hey, use Karina for blah blah blah, but nobody cared, right? And yeah, I think that then at some point your computer will have like a microchip or whatever that will run the AI, and then you will have AI with you whenever you go, without even connecting to an API or whatever like that. You will just be, I don't know, connecting with your own computer that runs on a chip on itself, and this chip is actually your AI wherever you go, and you try to teach it what you do, and at some point it will be you. That's what I was thinking, yeah. But I don't know, maybe you can correct me, right? So yeah, this is 3 months duration and 10 to 50 ongoing project. Vibe coder, holy shit, man. Vibe coding okay, this is, we need to do this. Okay, let me hide this again. This is kind of like this is kind of thing where they are looking for a vibe coding coach and tutor for landing pages and MVP apps. Hey there, I'm working on nothing. We are just discussing this vibe coding thingy. So so guys, seeking an experienced vibe coding coach on tutor to collaborate on developing landing pages and MVP application quickly and efficiently. The ideal candidate should be possesses strong coach skills and technical expertise. So that's it. I mean, yeah, there's a Vibe Coder careers website now that you can check. Yeah, using AI is too much, man. Yeah, I agree. Holy shit, what this became. Okay, let me actually finish with the one thing before we go. I actually downloaded these fonts, right? I needed actually to create something right now, which is like the font part. Yeah, we need to reference these fonts that we downloaded into our index.css, which is this one here. Let me actually turn that down, and we go to our index.css, preferably inside here, and we probably want to create something before this layer. Maybe that will be best if I do font. Is there like a font face part? Or let me check. Font face. Okay, might work actually. And we need actually to do this font family part. And we give this as what is it called? Space grotesque. This is what we will name for us, and we need also to use the source and all of that. I actually will copy this from Google Fonts. Nice. Oops. Okay, something is not working for some reason. This is not ending with that. Does it need 100% here to have that? I don't know. Oh, I have a problem here. The P is there. Okay. Nice. Now we need to actually go into Tailwind config and update this. Tutor for vibing. This is similar to being a yoga teacher. Yeah. And then your wife comes to you and say, hey, I cheated on you with my vibe coding tutor. Sorry for that. Async is our vibe coder streamer. I don't think that I will be a vibe coder, but I would like to be a vibe coder as a start and then move on. Use payload CMS. What is that? For what exactly? What's your opinion on what? Using AI too much is killing the developer? No. Using AI too much without debugging is actually killing the developer. Using AI with correct debugging and making sure that you're copying something that you understand is a good developer. Can you show the app? Sure, I'll show you all the app. Just wait a second just for me to set up this and then we move on, okay? I might feel like I'm doing something wrong. I don't know. I might actually need to actually maybe do space gotex regular. That's what it was named. Yeah. This is the name for that. Yeah. The regular. Okay, so that seems. Oh, I did a mistake for sure. This one is wrong, so it should be. Should actually correct me. Space grotesque regular .ttf. Oh, ttf. So this is how it should be. Let me just make sure because I don't want to actually have a problem where my only problem will be that I wrote something wrong. Yeah, so Space Gotex, yeah, nice. This is Tailwind. Yeah, I'm doing Tailwind with actually adding like right now like a simple font. Can you show the app? I'll show it later on. Don't worry about that. What code editor is this? Is this NeoVim? Maybe it is NeoVim. Yeah. All right, cool. What else should we do now? Font style normal, source is there, format true type is there. All right, so we will go to our config for Tailwind though. And here we need, oops, did it just format itself? Nice, okay, no problem. We have to extend that, I don't know, to extend the font. Right, let me just do it like this. So I'll extend here font, right? And I'm worried now, is it font family? Yeah, that would be nice. All right, so this font family, what should it say? Space maybe? Here we should do Space Gotex. Oh, what did I write there? What I wrote in here. Whoops, what is this? Snippets? Okay, no problem. What I wrote in the index.css will be what I will put there. So here I put Space Gotex like that. So I will V inside that, copy it and go here and just V inside W, go another W and S that. So that will be it. And then sans serif as our, or sans serif as our fallback. That should work. I'm working on a white noise project, still working on it. I'm still working on this forever. Hi bro, I'm in PID and programming, just yeah, okay, just start with HTML CSS. So the question is it worth it? Yeah, it is worth it. Don't worry about this AI bubble thingy that you're here on AI will replace you or whatever. Try to learn as much as you can and keep learning, man. I wish you all the best. Cool. Let's try it out. I actually don't like it like this. Maybe we need to just call it something else, or maybe font space will be man. All right, let's try it. So what I'm gonna do, actually, I'm gonna show you the application now. Yeah, here you go, you guys who are asking for it. And this application is just using this font here. It's using GNOME font. So I'm gonna get that and I'm gonna edit it right now live on stream as if I have a choice. Okay, so this is text gray, blah 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 blah. Or you know what, I called it sound focus, right? Sound focus. I'm gonna go there and add font space. Oh, it works actually. Nice. So now, as you see here, this is changed to the correct font. So I am good. So now I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna go to this all here and edit them to look actually good. So we need to go to our navbar here and make this navigation section inside here. So basically this nav whole thing, or you know what, v inside tag, no, not that, v around tag again. Oops, I don't know what it's, yeah, that all, and then go here and put it. See how it goes. It goes super bad. Why is that? Maybe because I did something wrong. Interesting. I wanted this actually to be just here. Okay, you know what, let me roll it back and then I'll just select it again, delete it, and just put it on top again next to that link. And I know that it looks super bad now, but if I just edit this, it will be hidden. That's fine. So I want actually just to make them the same. So in order for me to make them all use the same font though, I will use everything here in the header will be font space. That's looks good, right? And then we will just make them all in here inside that div. Flex item center, justify between, that's correct, but I'll do this here as well. Flex item center, justify between, and that would be it. Okay, that seems a bit wrong though. Justify between seems not working perfectly. The link and the nav have a problem. Let me check it. Let me see, zoom out. So I need actually to get rid of something here, or maybe I have a good idea. It's just to put this in here and actually not to be redundant and do my stupid mistake here. Blah 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 blah. Take everything from there, and here you go. That looks good. And then I had an idea, which is not to use font bold everywhere. Actually, font bold would be only for SoundCloud. That's gonna be it. Font bold. Or wait a second, not font bold though. Text bold, right? Or text to Excel or something like that. Nice, it's super big. Oh man, for sure. Item center misspelled. Is it? Ah, yeah, okay. The one that I wrote and then deleted. All right. So thanks for that. It's a framework of Java. There's a lot of companies hire for. Thanks, bro. What about Java? Java? I'm not really. Yeah, I removed it. Yeah, yeah. Cool. So now I would probably need to do one more thing though. I will z-top this so you can see it. All right. Let me actually fix it with you guys seeing my screen later on, because then I will do it like this. You can see the full thing, and then we move forward. So the MD flex here doesn't look good. I think should center something out. But yeah, you get the point, I think, right? Interesting. So 2XL, why is that actually going there? SpaceX hidden, blah 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 blah, that's fine. But this 2XL actually messed it up. For some reason it was on the same line. Okay, you know what? I will add actually something here for home. I'll add an icon, Lucid React icons, or whatever it's called. Actually, I think my son woke up. Let me actually bring him to the stream. You guys will see my son for the first time. I think so. But man, I might not do it because just it's too bright for him here. So I'll do it another time. Anyhow, yeah, I will fix this up, and I will actually show you later on how it works, right? That would be it. All right, let me actually push this. So adding a new font and working on centering the navbar. Yeah, let me push that. And yeah, I will go as well. Thanks everybody for watching. I think I need to just hop into bed as well and just take care of my son, because he started to to cry super much, and I think he's waiting for me to go there and feed him. All right, thanks a lot. I think we will just continue doing this tomorrow. I will let you know if any updates or if any actually things are changed. Thanks everybody for being awesome. And yeah, if I have news about these interviews as well, I will let you know. Okay, so good night. And yeah, awesome. Thanks everyone for the chat, and thanks for the follow.